What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers Podcast, episode 217. I think it's actually 217. We'll see if that ends up being correct.
That's what the rundown
are
says.
back. That is true, but that's what another rundown said, and that's not what it was.
Yeah.
We are back with an absolutely incredible review of UFC Rio last night. We were not expecting it to be as good and as fun of a night overall. Very down heading into it, honestly. Didn't feel like a Charles Oliveira fight week. No real hypes or anything on it at all. It was just felt kind of meh.
Yeah.
But we had some spectacular action, great fights, great finishes. But before we get into all that, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate everyone that does. Let's go.
You know what I just realized is we actually only had 3 decisions.
Yeah. I know that there was only one on the prelims, but I didn't realize just two on the main card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whole lot of finishes, but the most important finish of them all, the man that has finished more people inside of the UFC octagon than any other person that has ever competed, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira, was back once again, the first time in 5 years in his native country of Brazil, taking on Mateusz Gamrot. Short notice, about 2-3 weeks or something he filled in, something like that. I don't remember exactly how long. Big opportunity for him. The first time that he actually gets an actual fight off of a kind of backup position, you know what I mean? Was supposed to fight Islam, but I just can't live that down.
I know you really won't let it go.
It is insane, bro. It's crazy. You had a dude in Abu Dhabi and you called an Aussie on a week's notice, like, hey, get in here.
Yeah.
And they still had him weigh in as the backup for Islam Volk.
Yeah.
He gets his shot. And a former champion in Charles Oliveira. Overall, the biggest thing about this fight was, how is Oliveira gonna look? How is he gonna show up? Dude just got viciously knocked out about 3.5 months ago, less than that, against Ilia Topuria for the title. The first time he was ever put to sleep, legit unconscious in his career. That's a super rough loss. Doesn't normally turn around in 3 months after a fight generally. So to get viciously fucked up like that, and then to come back, because even it was like when the fight first happened, he initially got announced with Fiziev, it was just kind of the thoughts of how could that knockout change you? Are you going to come in gun shy? Are there going to be any sort of hesitations? None of that. None of that at all. From the start of the fight, gave Gamrot no real respect on the feet at all. Walked right in front of him, throwing big shots. Gamrot did good landing, especially in the first round, landing a lot of good right hooks on Charles Oliveira. That it's we're just thinking about that chin. I'm just like, brother, you gotta. I know he's not a big puncher or anything, but he's still a fucking legit lightweight. That you gotta give him some respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't mean shit. Gamrot goes in on the takedown in the first round. The defense and jiu-jitsu, man, of Oliveira, just on point. One of the things that I thought about the most while watching the grappling sequences in the first round, in Oliveira just able to use the omoplata and the threats between everything throughout it. Arman Tsarukyan has gotten so much better because he had a real close fight with Gamrot when they fought. That was tight. Dude was able to smother and basically just, shut down all of the grappling nonsense of Oliveira to get that win over him. Gamrot acted and talked like he was going to be able to do that. Not even close was he able to come close to, it was that was just a big thing. Arman Tsarukyan really has gotten a lot better, but yeah, man, just incredible for Oliveira. Second round goes out there, just shows him less respect on the feet.
I know, seriously, because it's in the second round getting outstruck by him because of the fact that he's just I'm walking forward, I'm putting little pressure with my hands, but I'm going to take you down and get you out of here.
Yeah, man. Got the takedown. And because in the first round, he wrapped up I think it was the left leg of Gamrot. It was the same side leg that he had the arm entangled with. So it just made the position much trickier for Gamrot of where to maneuver out, what to do, because you're in omoplata. So depending on how you go, armbar triangles are always there immediately. in the second round, Oliveira didn't lock up that leg, so he tries to go get to like a referee's position, like moving out of it. Oliveira right to the back, and the way he just didn't even give a fuck to try and set up a rear naked choke. He just put the arm around his face and started cranking until that motherfucker gave up.
Yeah.
Like, it was, oh.
Yeah, because it wasn't under. Gamrot wasn't going to go out, but Oliveira was squishing his head in between his arms and was not about to let go.
No, yeah, because like you were saying, like Oliveira was just like 3 steps ahead of Gamrot everywhere on the ground. Like, it was just not even close. Like, the grappling of Oliveira is just absolutely insane. And yeah, like Gamrot, he's a good wrestler, but like there was like that was the thing that pissed me off in commentary. Them talking about, yeah, Gamrot's got really good grappling. It's like, he's got decent grappling. He's got good to great wrestling. He does not have good like grappling like that. He has good top pressure, but
and when you're fighting somebody that is so good off of their back and so able to scramble and maneuver through, what does wrestling really do for you there? You know what I mean? Like,
it's like,
because there's a lot of people. Sorry, I was gonna say that, like, you know, they have good submissions, or like, you know, they can grab them, but they can't do shit off of their back. They are turtles on their back. You know, they're on top. They can wrap up arm triangles. Maybe if they're like, you know, they take your back, they can wrap up the RNC. But you put them on their back and nothing. Oliveira is too good off of his back to just assume your wrestling is good enough against him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, if you're wrestling just too strong and you can smother, then it's like,
right.
But because it's just like, because with you like talking about like the grappling versus wrestling, it's like he's fought in good wrestlers before. He's fought in, you know, like RDA, who's got good wrestling. He's fought Armin Saryukin. He's fought Benny Dariush. You know what I mean? All very good wrestlers. Benny probably the best actual like legit grappler, like, you know, out of them.
Yeah.
But it's like, in terms of just the jujitsu and the submission threats and like that kind of opportunities, the best people that he's fought, Diego Ferreira and Jalen Turner, I would say, are the best submission people that he's fought. That is many levels underneath what Charles Oliveira produces and does in the octagon. You know what I mean? Like, it just has not fought in anyone on that kind of caliber of Charles Oliveira, and it just it really showed last night.
I mean, even to the point that it's like Charles Oliveira literally has the most finishes, with majority of them 17 of his 21 finishes, right?
Because he has 24 wins and 21 finishes, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So of the 21 finishes, 17 of them are submissions within the UFC. It's like, and it's not even just in the UFC. It's like across all major brands, across all fucking eras of MMA. Like, he is easily the biggest threat you could face in that situation.
Tied himself with Mirko Krokop with the most finishes across UFC, WEC, Strikeforce, and Pride history. Like, Mirko fucking Krokop. You know what? Like, one of the most legendary names in MMA history. You know what I mean?
They put him in an anime, like.
No, like, it is funny that the only reason I think I find it funny, like, that they bring in all of those is neither of these guys fought for Strikeforce or WEC.
But
it's just the fact that you take the comparison of all the legends that did go through there and come through there, and it's like they still just hold above them, you know?
No, I would be curious, like, if they actually like put out like those records where it's combined all those. So it would be interesting to see where a lot of people land, because Cerrone's got to be up there somewhere.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. But yeah, that would be an interesting list to like all the UFC brands that they have absorbed, like where everyone actually stacks up, like in wins and like all the like the real all-time MMA records.
Jim Miller's still just number 1 in wins,
right,
or fights at least.
Fights.
I'm pretty sure he
probably.
fought. He had to have fought Strikeforce.
Maybe I don't even know. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
But either way, Charles Oliveira.
Oh no, he came from the IFL.
Incredible.
But man, I was so happy.
Yeah.
And then calling for what we all want, him versus Max Holloway 2 for the BMF title, because the only people left to fight for the BMF title that represent it truly is Oliveira and Dan Hooker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, though they are like the two left of the embodiment of BMF, that it's like, let's get Oliveira in there.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's like possibly when Max is like 38 years old or something. If, you know, he's still in the UFC and has that title, Fiziev might make himself a worthy opponent by that point. But it's like,
I mean, I feel like outside of those two and like going into a different generation, Fiziev would be the next and one of the only best ones to be in there, because it's just like his willingness to fight anybody, taking the Gaethje fight short notice, just the certain things where it's like he's definitely a BMF, but to your point, he hasn't done everything to really hold that that spot.
No, yeah. I don't know, accepting Justin Gaethje twice, one of them, if I remember, shorter notice. Like, that's...
It was the second one that was short notice, because I forget who he was supposed to fight, but it was like on like, what, a week's notice?
Yeah, something like that, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, because it was like, loses to Gaethje, gets the injury off of Gamrot, and then comes back short notice to fight Gaethje again. And it's like, brother, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, who is your management that's allowing this kind of tomfoolery to happen? Like,
himself.
Still came back a couple months later and broke that losing streak against Ignacio, though. So
But yeah, man, for Oliveira just go and do that, man. It is just so incredible. The turnaround, just coming off the loss, just everything, man. For him to just get that opportunity in Rio too, to embrace the crowd and just everybody going crazy with that win. It was just so awesome. Just fucking him holding up the baby like a football trophy.
I know, it made me laugh so hard.
Awesome. Yeah, and like you said, just it was great. Of as soon as the fight ended, just being like, there's only one next fight, Max Holloway for the BMF. He calls him out right after, so it was like, that's perfect. Max Holloway responds, and he's down for it. And I just love like the fucking cheeky little bullshit of Max. And like, he's saying that it was due to like it ended because of some sort of injury.
I was like, bro, he tore his esophagus, and we all know that, but like, whatever. I know that shit was like so funny.
The wildest injury you could possibly get from a fight, because I'm pretty sure it was like off of a takedown attempt or something.
Yeah, he was
like
going in for a takedown
or something,
and then he spun off, and then just like he was holding his throat.
Like what? And so just absolutely incredible. That shit feeds families, man. That fight, oh my fucking god, that is going. Oh, I can't even process the emotions that I'll feel going into that one.
Something to deal with later.
Yeah.
Let's go. I know Max did say that the White House is too long for him. That he does not plan on sitting out until then. So,
and I mean, shit, Max said he is injured right now, so obviously he has to sit out for a little bit, but that he wants to be back by like April-ish. So,
so hopefully we get it around then. Be perfect.
April, May.
Well, let's go. And for Gamrot, it just kind of sucks where it's just another step up opportunity, another loss there. He does not have bad losses at all in the UFC. But it just gonna kind of always just be stuck in that 6 to 10 spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. Speaking of 6 to 10 spot, it's just under that. I'd like to see him versus Moicano.
That'd be a good one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, the striking would definitely be fun. I feel like Gamrot, like just more aggressive in combinations, could give Moicano a bit of problems, but just like the steady jabs in 1-2, like Moicano could really, if he's able to find the timing, he could land some big shots on him. And then the grappling, that I feel like I would overall favor Gamrot in the grappling. But if Moicano was able to like secure top position, I feel like that could go really bad for Gamrot.
Oh yeah,
because he's gonna give his back.
Because that's why it's really interesting to me. I'm like, I would like to see that fight.
Yeah, that's a good one. I definitely like that fight for Gamrot and Moicano.
Yeah.
So let's go. We'll see what happens in the 155 division, but a whole lot of fun. Great for Oliveira to just keep on adding to the records, man. Ties himself with Neil Magny, you know? Second most wins in UFC history. It's going to be so funny just watching like the wins
go back.
I was about to say, whenever Neil Magny fights next, if he's fighting someone who's like just not supposed to be in the top 15, he's just going to win. So it's just like, okay.
He's just a little older, so just probably a little less time under his belt to keep stacking up those random wins, but
because then Max is only one behind. Oliveira and Neal only 3 behind Jim Miller. So it's just, it's going to be interesting
Jim Miller
to see
27.
who ends up at the top. Let's go. Great fight in the main event. Great performance.
We want Charles versus Max next. And I understand why. It is funny. If Max does win that, he would tie Oliveira with 24 wins.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Because, there was like a 7-way tie at fucking 23, and then Neal was
There's
the
only
first
3
one to break that. Oh, okay. Well, so Oliveira and Neal were there, so it was a 5-way tie. But so
Max, Donald, and Arlovsky now. Those 2 are never getting another win in the so.
Yep. But let's go. But on from a great fight and a great performance with a former Brazilian champ to a not so great fight and a not so great performance with a former Brazilian champ. Deiveson Figueiredo taking on Montel Jackson in this co-main event.
This was so frustrating,
bro.
And I knew it was going to be like this, and it still frustrated me. And I think it's because I knew it, and I let you talk me into, no, it's not going to be that bad, that I had a little hope. And then I was like, no, see, I fucking knew it. Everything I said.
Because it's like with everything you were talking about of Montel, it's like I didn't think that it was going to be that bad. And especially with going into the 3rd round when he's clearly down, he's clearly hurting Figgy when he goes and touches him, and he just still does nothing. Like, I really didn't expect that little from him. I thought even he was good enough that even with tentative performances, he would still be able to beat people. You know what I mean? And
see, and that's where I just had just the right feeling that it was just going to be too big of a step up, because it's like, I feel like it's easy to forget his performances being frustrating, because this is the first time he's ever had any form of spotlight. Like, while, his last 2 fights where it's like, he's ranked and he's not even fighting ranked people. It's like he got ranked off of Damone Blackshear, which he did knock him out immediately. It's like Damone ran right into a straight shot and boom, he was down. So we didn't get to see anything from that. It was just like, oh, look at that. And then they ranked him for it. And then he fought Daniel Marcos. And I just remember thinking like, damn, bro, this is crazy. Like that. And it's just, even looking, it's like over the fucking 3 rounds, 30 significant strikes to 17.
Literally, he landed the same amount in the Daniel Marcos as this one.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like he has the clear opportunity to do more, to have the open shots, to just strike. He could have won this fight easily if he just acted. Like you said, he's obviously hurting Figgy, but it's just one shot at a time, and then he's standing there for 30, 40 seconds. One shot, 30, 40 seconds, one shot. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I just feel like with this being, the co-main event, the biggest opponent he's actually fought, that like it's finally like we're just watching like, oh no, let's see what you can do. And it's like, no, he can't. He fucking can't.
Yeah.
No willingness to go.
Because like I had the thought during the fight where I feel like why I didn't have as much like just hang up on it with the Daniel Marcos fight and everything was because he was in control of the entire fight. You know what I mean? Like he was winning it. So it's like, he wasn't doing a lot, but it was just, he was obviously doing enough to win it. So I guess that's where it's like, I didn't have like the same feelings coming out of it, but it's like, but it just, you just easily had the better read of like, moving into a bigger fight, bigger opportunity to just, not have it in him to go at all. And
because with having him on my draft,
crazy.
I said it directly after the Daniel Marcos fight. I hope he doesn't fight again this year, because whoever he gets, he's gonna lose. Like those were my exact words. And then he got booked against Figgy, and I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna lose." And I don't know how it was a split decision.
Yeah, well, fucking one judge gave him the first round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I mean,
it's like funny looking at the numbers, because like in rounds 1 and 3, they significant and total strikes, they both landed 8. In both of those rounds, they both landed 8. In the first round, Figgy, though, he went 1 for 3 on takedowns. He got like a little over a minute of control time, which when only 8 strikes are getting landed, you kind of have to go to that. And that's obviously his round. And then it's like with round 3, Montel got the takedown that he got 2 seconds of control time, gonna be counted less. And I just, you're in Rio at that point where it's like, you gotta make way more of a statement. You can't just sit there and fucking land 8 strikes in a matter of 5 minutes and expect to win that fight.
If anything, just based off, if we're just going off stats, right? Anything, he should have won round 2.
Yes, 100%. Round 2 is
And
where
then,
he should have won.
But then, like, I would be like, yeah, round 3, that's a pick'em round. Like, honestly, I wasn't even mad at the split, to be fair.
I think, because I was so frustrated with Montel Jackson and knowing that he could do more and not, that it was just like, you're in Brazil and this is obviously gonna, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. and I get, yeah. And so with you saying like that would just not be met, and like looking at the stats, and it is just close. And so that's where it's like, it's not like, yeah, Figgy did so much more, and like we were saying, he would touch him and it would clearly hurt Figgy. Like,
although
like,
Montel looked like he was hurt a couple times too, nothing like super crazy either, but just like the quick like stagger in his step and just like stepping back, like,
so it's just like, but to your point with like expecting it just in Rio and stuff, it's like, bro, you gotta fucking earn this win, you know what I mean? And so I feel like that was even the additional surprise of like, this is a split, bro. Like, I thought this was gonna be clean 30-27s across the board from all judges for fucking 50, you know what I mean? Like, but I mean, Figgy called for his shot afterwards, that he wants to fight Merab. He knows that he didn't earn it and that he's going to have to do more, but he wants that fight. Merab said that he's waiting for him at the top. So Merab, just the motherfucking champ of just, he is literally waiting for anyone and everyone to show up to his fucking door and try and take that title from him, man. And all challengers he is accepting.
I think Figgy probably needs one more. Because if Umar beats Mario, they're going to give it to Umar.
Which,
you know they're going to do it. They don't.
I know. And it's like, he's the better fighter, and it's like a better title fight technically. But it's like,
he gave him his closer fight too. Like,
but it's like, just let him get some fight. Like, I want to see Umar get at least 3 wins in after that Merab lost until he rematches him, just to let him get better and to actually be able to try and make it different, you know?
I think he should. I think Umar should have to get 2 wins, but I know the UFC isn't going to work that way. I would not mind seeing Figgy versus Song Yadong.
Yeah, that is, because I'm pretty sure, hasn't there been like rumors of like Sean and Song for a while?
There have been rumors of that,
but there's been nothing official.
Nothing official, and who knows? Like, Sean could just be waiting out, and then all of a sudden we can get Sean versus Corey.
That's definitely the better way to go about that. Do fucking Figgy Song in like December or something if you could get it that soon, you know what I mean? Or like, January, but like, if we can get Sean and Corey for some time, that'd be fucking sick. Because that is the perfect way to just get Figgy a good win. Song is ranked top 5 right now. That is easily the most winnable fight for him into the top 5. And then now it's 2 fight win streak, 2 top 15 guys. You can give him a title shot, new contender.
No, exactly.
I would like that. That'd be real good. But we'll see what they do with Figgy, what kind of opportunity he could get at 38 years old, I'm pretty sure now.
I mean, depending on how they want to go, if they're just like, we need to see like how some of the guys lower down. David Martinez just burst onto the scene being Rob Font. They might be looking at that like, hey, because there's no one else to.
So scummy.
It does, but like that's the thing. Like, there's no one like. Right now, it'd be hard to match him up against anyone because, like,
wait, who are you talking about?
He was
Martinez.
David Martinez, like that.
But for who?
Figgy, like possibly having to like fight down or something.
Which, I mean, he just fought 15, who got unranked and then re-ranked.
Yeah.
And it all depends on how things are actually going. Like, if they do Song Yadong versus Sean O'Malley, he's kind of at like a crossroads at that point. Like, I could see them going to the Martinez fight.
I get it. Like, you're not wrong on that at all, but it's just like, damn, bro, to fucking have to fight Montel, and now it's like, fight David Martinez, who just came out of nowhere and just mollywop fucking Rob Font on short notice. Like,
personally, I wouldn't like it, not only because of that, but because like Martinez would be up into the top 7 off of wins off of older vets. It's like, let's get him some contemporary guys, like. It's a little bit younger, you know?
No, that is a really good point, honestly.
Let's get him versus Kyler Phillips next.
That's actually the other. I was thinking that, or get him against the person everyone's hyped on, Vinicius Oliveira.
I meant David and Kyler. Sorry.
No, I know.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's what I meant too. I meant David versus
like,
Vinicius.
That, and it, like, I just feel like Kyler explodes underneath him. Like that pressure. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't even know how competitive that is at all.
Okay, well, he already fought Rob. It's Vinicius and Montel and Kyler beneath him. Kyler has at least been actively ranked for a while. I know. He's probably the more solid without moving him up against older vets, where Suda probably isn't fighting. I don't know. He's just ranked number 10. Zahabi is older, newerly ranked, but you know what I mean? It's like he's fighting Cheeto, which means Cheeto's fighting him, Mario's fighting up, and now we're at Figgy. So...
because honestly, the name like in my head, like it was Cheeto, honestly, which it's like, win or lose against Zahabi. Like I feel like that would be a really good test of like moving him up, because that's where it's like, I know he only has 2 fights in the UFC, and like it's one of those things for me, even though you don't have like the most, it's like with fucking like Yuri or Justin or whatever, like you came in and you beat a certain caliber of opponent, you fucking go up from there.
Yeah.
The way he beat Rob Font, I don't care to see him fight Vinicius or Kyler or Montel. I feel like he's so much better than all of them that it's like you gotta put him up against the upper guys. And to your point where it's like, don't do the older guy run, so now where you're fighting a fucking Piotr Jan and you've literally only fought Rob Font and fucking, Deiveson Figueiredo or something, that's where it could end up real bad. But so it's like, but I feel like, I feel like you still got to go up.
No, and I understand that. It just kind of like, with where the division is at right now, it just kind of all depends. Because like, Marlon is fighting Zahabi
next week.
Next week. David could probably fight right now and probably get another fight. Probably could fight either right now or in January. Like I could see them going like, all right, let's give him Kyle, let's give him Vinicius, just to get, because then also that just puts his name out there even more.
I get it,
especially if they put him against someone like a Vinicius who is very like much hyped in the division right now. Like he beats him, oh my god, now you're really getting his name out there. Then you can get into the Marlon fight, the Figgy fight.
I get it. And it's like, you guys definitely aren't wrong. It's just like, watching that performance and like how I rate him, it's just like, it just feels so dumb and just like a waste of time. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's still good to get the repetitions in for sure. It would, like you said, get his name out there, probably be a great performance and a spectacular finish. So it's like, it would just be good for him. And it's like, if they did fucking him versus Kyler, I am going to be like, holy shit. But I'm just like, bro, Kyler, you're fucked.
Yeah, for sure.
But
so who knows what they'll really end up doing with Figgy overall, though, and who they'll give to him. But get Montel the fuck out the rankings. And realistically, who they should have at number 15 is Farid Basharat.
Yeah, this
new generation Chris Gutierrez. Get him in there. He's the perfect number 15.
Yeah, and called out David Martinez after his last win too. And
so true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah.
It's like, honestly, out of all, like, if he were to fight someone ranked behind him, I do think Farid is the best one, like, out of that, honestly.
I agree.
I just don't want, the reason I don't want to do that one is, even though I'm saying, like, Vinicius, and that's killing a prospect with another prospect, like, that one's a bit more, like, kind of the same thing. Kyler's already lost in the UFC. He's already kind of, like, done it. He's doing his thing. So it's like, I don't mind the Kyler one as much with the idea of killing a prospect. You know what I mean?
I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah,
just having more actual overall like expectations from Farid.
No, I know.
Yeah, because
but like that's why I say you have Farid fight Vinicius.
See, and like my expectations on Farid have been pretty tame. Like I think he's a solid guy, but I don't know if he's really going to be like a top 5, top 10 guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously that's me putting my own like ceiling on him and expectations.
Yeah.
But like especially after seeing that Chris Gutierrez fight, man. I'm sorry, but I cannot help as see him as a fucking gatekeeper to the top 10. I feel like he's going to be ranked from 10 to 15. Maybe at some point he'll get a little higher, but like I really don't see him being in the top 5. And that's why like for me, him getting certain fights, I don't see it any type of way because I'm like, bro, you're Chris. Like,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, let's go. 135. It's it's a very weird spot right now with Merab just running the fucking table on everyone, man.
It's
like,
also
it
in a very
The
fun
lack of
spot as
prospects
well.
being able to get in.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Justin Engineer?
I was saying it's also in a very fun spot right now, though. Too, to be fair, we do got guys at the bottom, like we're talking about with Kyler, with Vinicius, with David. Like we got guys on the way potentially.
Yeah, like and that's where it's hard because it's like we do have like from that back end of the 15, say like guys outside the rankings, there are a
Yeah.
lot of new guys that are fun and exciting, but it's like with just this year and like with some of them, it's like okay, like taking your losses, it's like you're not there yet, but it's like with most of them, it's like at some point you guys are still probably gonna get there. So it's like
I mean,
gonna need some time for the division to just move, but
because there are a bunch of them that are
looking bright.
Yeah, no, because there are a bunch of them that are like 24, 25, 26. It's like, all right, like in the next 3 years when, Merab's gone because he'll be 38, like, he's going to probably move up at some point. Like, let's be real here.
He's 50.
I don't think he moves up ever. And I think he literally holds that title until someone takes it from him. And it could be 38. It could be next fight. It could be when he's 42. I genuinely do not fucking know. And I, like with you saying to putting your own ceiling on fucking Fareed, I'm not putting a fucking ceiling on Merab, brother.
Oh, yeah, no.
Can't do it. I, like, nah. But yeah, it's...
But you know what I mean. They're going to definitely be up in the division, getting wins over, especially like Figgy's going to be gone. Marlon probably also looking to retire at that point.
Everyone else is going to get older.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rob Font's going to be retired. Cejudo's already retired. He should be out the rankings, in my opinion. But
So yeah, we'll see what happens with 135. A lot of fun to go. But moving on to the featured bout, 170 pound contest.
117.
Motherfucking
Holy
Joel
shit.
Alvarez finally got his opportunity to move up out of the division that's been crushing his body for so many years. And I hated everything about this fight leading into it. And it wasn't the worst way that it could have played out, but it was
almost though.
Yeah, like it
was close.
Incredibly sad. Like it just
that second round.
The only reason why I say it almost is as bad as it could have been, like Joel was obviously just beating Luque up. You know what I mean? I feel like the third round saved it from being as bad as it could because I don't even know how to explain like that position where it's like, Vicente was just like on his like knees, head into the ground.
Yeah, basically referee's position.
Yeah, but like then the way Luque kind of had his legs like
inverted triangle over the top.
Yes. And like wasn't throwing anything except for maybe a little like shots to the body, and then he leaned over a little bit for the head and the ref just let it ride out. Which I didn't mind in this very specific scenario because I was like, yes, save Vicente from 5 more minutes of just getting beat the fuck up. You know what I mean?
And I'm pretty sure Joel waited like probably a solid 2 minutes before he even attempted like a little elbows and the little punches.
Exactly. So it's like they were there for like almost 3 minutes and not much was done, which like I said, I was happy about that for the safety of Luque. But it's like rounds 1 and 2, I almost think it would have been better to watch him get TKO'd real quick and not take 197 strikes, especially the second round where I know they only counted like 122 like total strikes to 48 significant. It's a lot, but it's like I feel like that could have been a little more. I know somewhere to the body or whatever, but he was getting real big shots just dropped on his head. Like it was just sad watching him get beat up for those 10 minutes. The first round obviously is landing some shots back, but it was like Joel in round 1 just landing some real clean shots, just big shots.
The jab and left hook all fucking day was so clean to Vicente, man.
Yes, and then the strike that Joel landed that was clearly a punch, and then Vicente went down as if it was an eye poke. The ref calls it because it's a legal strike, but then still was like, wait, no, timeout, and gave him his time, and it was super weird. But it was just sad all around to watch it, and like I'm like, damn, I almost don't know if it would have been better to watch him get out of there early. But then because then the second thing I have to say about Joel's like, moving up to 170, I know he's a big guy, but does his power not go through the same way? Because it's like he's not the biggest knockout guy. He has 17 submissions, 5 wins by KO. But in his 8 wins in the UFC, 4 of them are by knockout, 3 are by sub. So it's like he's been getting his knockouts in the UFC. And he didn't even drop Luque. Luque's only been knocked out twice, by Jeff Neal and Buckley. So it's not like he's like out here like super chinny, just getting dropped and knocked out by anybody. But I just wonder if maybe he needs time or whatever it may be. But I wonder if his power doesn't transcend like the same way, you know?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it probably doesn't, but also at the same time, like a lot of his submission wins are also coming off people coming on takedowns and getting, the triangles, the darces, guillotines, like so.
Yeah, he don't shoot.
He do not shoot.
It's really funny.
So it's very interesting. I don't think his power translates that well. But also I do want to bring up that referee situation again, just because it's like that's kind of like when you have that one situation. What was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
with where he calls it, but then he doesn't.
Yeah, Jake
with
Matthews
Neil Magny. Yeah, that's the precedent you set, and now like bad calls like where this one, where it should just be called because it was a legal strike, so it shouldn't have kept going. Like, but he decided to reverse his own call there. It's like,
that's the thing though, is that it's like. So the biggest problem that it like with you talking about setting precedent, this has already been set so long ago. Fighters calling their own fouls.
Yes,
I definitely get it as a fighter. When you are clearly fouled and the ref doesn't call it, it's fucked up, and you deserve that time and you should get it. But that's not how it's written. The ref calls the fouls. If you are allowing fighters to always call their own fouls and you always just go along with it. So you're going to get things like this where, it's clearly a punch, but now so what should have happened as soon as they showed the replay and the ref saw that it was, you go up to Luque and you say, fight on right now, or then it's going to be stopped. If Luque says, I don't want to fight or I can't, then you wave it off. There was no reason for him to wave it off in that moment because he did not tell Luque to continue fighting because he was allowing him the time as if it was a medical timeout. So that was just a dumb fucking thing for him to do in the first place. So it's like the reffing and like this one and then with that other, it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, it is just so dumb.
I will say this was a ref that I didn't recognize, so I wonder if he was just
he's a Brazilian ref. Okay, he's on all the Brazil cards for sure.
Okay. Yes. Because I was gonna say like if he does like more regional shit and just like bigger shit and just kind of fucked up, but I didn't know that he's like on all of the Brazil cards basically.
Yeah, like I have definitely seen him on those many times before for sure. But yeah, definitely just one of those local guys that they'll use to because they can't get like all like they can't always get like fucking Herb and Jason and Mark, So, but like going back to like the fight because it definitely was bad and I guess with me expecting. Because like you said with Joel, like the power and everything not translating, I feel like the bulk on him, he looks so thin compared to Vicente Luque. And obviously Vicente is a shorter welterweight, but it's like he just did not look thick in that weight class at all. And so I feel like with like landing all the shots and like everything, like it still was bad and it was really sad. But in my head, like it wasn't close to like what I was expecting the worst of it to be. Where it, like you said, it definitely would have been better for it to just be okay, one big shot and now it's over. But it's like with it being long and drawn out, like all of the elbows and things, like I was expecting there to be more and just way more impactful.
That's true, yeah.
So it's like, it still was just so sad just watching Luque on bottom, just not doing shit, just covering up, getting beat up, and it was just like, damn, man, like you. Just a few years ago, you were just such a vicious contender in this division, man. Like I don't know, like, the exact cutoff in like my head of just where it's kind of fallen off, but it's like in my head, it's like you go back to 2020.
I was going to say, was it not the cutoff around Jeff Neal?
Probably,
like I feel like it was when he got his he had brain bleeds and had like some real issues going on that's when his performances started to clearly change.
And because that was 22.
That was 22.
So yeah,
because it's like in 21, like in 2020, it's like first round dark choke over Chiesa, first round dark choke over Tyrone Woodley, knees and punches second round over Randy Brown, doctor stoppage in the third round over Nico Price. It's like that was his run in 2020 and 2021. Loses a decision to Bilal, gets knocked out for the first time by Jeff Neal, has his brain bleed and just like major medical issues. Wins a decision against RDA the next year, gets knocked out again by Buckley. First round finish over Temba, and then it's like the Kevin Holland and Joel. It's like there has been a clear decline in his performances, and just output and willingness and naturally after having such a big medical issue.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, why are you still fighting if
know.
clearly this is such a problem that even you're fighting differently because you're probably well aware of the fact that this is something that could be reoccurring.
Yeah.
It could reoccur to the normal person. Now you're somebody that takes damage to the head for a living.
I almost want to say, like, it was the Bilal fight that, like, really started the downturn. Because that could be a, getting taken down 5 times and losing a just 5-round decision, main event decision, like, when you're, like, a surging contender, like, that can be, like, devastating. And then going into the Jeff Neal fight, losing via knockout, and then the brain bleed medical stuff. Like, I feel like that's just where it all happened. Like, with RDA, he's just a small welterweight and Vicente just changed his game plan up and went for a shit ton of takedowns.
Yeah. Because it was like, because for me, it was like, I didn't know like the timeline off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Like with you saying his win streak was 2020 into 21, it was like my brain was thinking 2020 Vicente Luque. It's like this dude would have destroyed this Joel Alvarez probably in under 3 minutes, man. Like, I don't think Joel would have had anything for that Vicente Luque.
And shit, not even just 2020, but it's like realistically, it's like he had little breaks in between. You know what I mean? It's like off of the Ultimate Fighter, he came into a 4-fight winning streak, all finishes, lost the decision to Leon, got a 6-fight winning streak, all finishes except for the Mike Perry one, and then he loses a decision to Wonderboy. 4-fight winning streak, all finishes, loses to Bilal, and then the Jeff Neal. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know if it was necessarily the Bilal fight because he's been there before. Like with Leon Edwards getting taken down multiple times, just losing that fight, getting outstruck like a motherfucker to Wonderboy. You know what I mean?
Should have lost the Mike Perry fight. I will always hold that. He only won that 3rd round for sure. He got his ass beaten that fight.
But you know what I mean? It's like he's had these losses, but then came the injury and then the clear down, where it's just like he's taken losses before, he's lost his decisions before, and he's gotten right back to his streaks, but he's not getting back to his streaks this time,
No, it's it like you said, it just,
and dude is only 33 years old, you know what I mean? So it's not like he's old where it's like, oh, he's out of his prime. Sad. It's like, nah, he probably shouldn't be fighting.
It's one of those things where because that's where it's like, like when I first getting in, and it's like he was like that fucking prelim guy where it's like nobody is talking about him, but it's like I'm just watching this dude destroy people and then just do his bow and it was just like, this is the fucking silent assassin, bro. And so it's like, to just see like you said, the lack of willingness to go and the inability to fight and go through these things. It's just like, I don't have excitement to see him fight anymore. Like him versus Joe Alvarez, this should be a big fight. Like, holy shit, this is.
But it's just sad. It's just every time he gets booked. The only fight where I was like, okay, this isn't so bad is the Temba one. Because while Temba could potentially put people out, he's never fought the level of Vicente, and Vicente showed it to him, getting him out of there. 52 seconds into Kaan to choke like on some old Luque shit. But then the second he gets people with any bit of experience, right back to losing to Kevin Holland and Joel Alvarez. And it's just like, it's just sad, man.
So I very much hope that, and I remember, I think it was going into the 3rd round where it was, because it's Mark Henry, that's his coach, right? Or no, Henry Hooft, sorry. Henry Hooft. He was like, just really like, yo, like, are you good? Like, you feel okay? And I was just sitting there just praying, like, just throw in the fucking towel, man. Like, just please. But, the Warrior, gonna let him go out there and try and do his thing.
At least he was asking him and trying to get it out of him and giving him that opportunity.
So hopefully Vicente just has the right people around him that maybe can convince him to retire and just end up doing something else. And then for Joel, it's like, I don't know if maybe he needs more time to just fully like fill into the weight class and everything like that.
I was about to say, because he was supposed to fight 155 not too long ago. And then gets booked into this. So like, I do think we could give him a little bit of time. He's going to bulk up a little bit, actually like be a close to a true welterweight. And at that point, there's a bunch of fun fights. Depending on where you want to go, because you can go, let's get D-Rod out of the rankings. You could go still an older vet, but like a fun fight with Muslim Salikov. You get someone who also just recently moved to the weight class with Chris Curtis. Bunch of fun fights.
And because it's like, with the weight, it's like you got Islam saying how hard it is, you know what I mean, to get it, like, to add on and bulk up. And so, like you said, such a quick turnaround of trying to move up the weight. And it's like, dude is so tall and long that it's like, I'm sure just depleting and keeping his body low for so long, you know what I mean, that it's like, it's probably going to take his frame a little bit of time to adjust and actually build it on, you know. But yeah, so many fun fights for him at 170 if he can keep on stacking wins too. Let's go. Moving on down the main card. Only 2 left. Mario Pinto, man. Holy shit. I was so excited for this one. I've been like just watching him initially. I was like, okay, I feel like this guy's going to be a good heavyweight. Didn't expect this dude to be able to go out there and just wrestle fuck Diniz right like that, man. That was crazy.
Because like with him, I don't get my hopes up with heavyweights, especially if they've just come in and their only fights are a win on Contender Series and then knocking out Austin Lane.
It's just so dry. I'm willing to find the diamond on any piece of shit that walks in. You know what I mean?
And I get it, but I just like, it is no secret. I'm not a fan of the heavyweight division.
I got hyped off. Fucking was it Austin Hines or whatever it was?
So what I'm saying though is that, like, you know, just not that I was thinking he was bad, but it was just like definitely need to see more.
Yes, I get it.
And this one, I really do think like it was like, oh, okay, like you're gonna do things in this division, because with Diniz, it's like not a notable guy where he's done anything crazy, but very solid. And the one that got my attention with him was Carl Williams. Carl Williams, the wrestler of the division, just decisioning people, taking them down, taking, like, you know what I mean, wrestling heavyweights because they have no wrestling. And Diniz stuffed all of it and handedly won that decision. And it was like, oh shit, you have grappling, like you can handle this, you can deal with this, you know what I mean? Then takes a loss to Tybura, but obviously Tybura just a very notable vet. And so yeah, for him to come in and just, like you said, wrestle fuck, and just the numbers, bro. The fact that Diniz landed 1 significant strike in the first round and that's it, that's crazy. 1 to 29. 4 total strikes to 87 total strikes, 9 thrown to 102. It's like, that's crazy.
I'd say got goose egged in the second round.
Like, yeah, it's like, that's pretty crazy. And Mario Pinto might actually do some shit.
Oh yeah, I am hyped up Mario right now. Like that. It's
this
like,
gave it to me. This is the one.
Yeah, he got the knockout. I'm like, okay, like he was a lot more patient against Austin Lane. Okay, he's got some good boxing. He's got a good head on his shoulders for the striking. I like this. I like seeing this.
And that's what I like. Then the patience in it.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he comes out and goes for a takedown. It's like, and he can wrestle. Sign me up.
He did get dropped in the first round by Austin Lane.
And that's one of those things where it's just like he was being like too patient, and so it's just like, yeah, it's like it's heavyweights, and I know Austin is not good, but just a very big, tall, you know what I mean, guy. So it's like, yeah, he got clipped, but it's like recovered fine, pulled it, you know what I mean. So it's just even to like, okay, you got dropped, but you still showed out, you know what I mean. That's just like that's good. But yeah, it could potentially show some chinniness overall. You know what I mean. That is something to be wary about. But bro, the skills are fucking there, man.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah. Can't wait to see what he does.
Like you said, it's just the way Diniz fucking stuffed all the takedowns of Carl, and just the way he tossed him around like it was nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Carl got 2 off.
Oh, okay. Did he? I thought he stuffed them all.
He didn't stuff all of them. He went 2 for 5.
Either way, it felt like he stuffed all of them. He might as well have. He won the fight easily. But yeah, just real good shit from Mario, man. So does this mean Derek Lewis main event next?
Have we learned nothing?
I hope
we've learned plenty.
Something.
Has the UFC learned nothing? You know what I mean?
You're the one suggesting this. I haven't seen anything.
Brother, I was just saying that as like that's what's probably gonna happen, right? Like
they might do that.
I think it truly depends on how desperate they are. If they have an on-the-road card that they need someone like Derek Lewis to go out there and headline because they have nobody else, sure. But if not, we might be safe from that until his next fight, you know?
True. Honestly, let's get him versus Taliesin.
Let's get him versus Mick Parkin.
I was thinking that as well. I was thinking Mick Parkin.
Get Mick Parkin out of there. Test the grappling. You know what I mean?
I don't want him to be my boy. they could both rise together, you know?
Choose a better boy.
Or would you like to see him
Fuck you.
against someone who's proven in the UFC, but not as proven at heavyweight with Ryan Spann?
That's
It's an interesting one,
That's
right?
a good one, I think.
yeah.
That's a good one, especially
'Cause
with the
Ryan Spann-
grappling ability of
yes.
Ryan Spann. Like
Yes.
it just
That might be too
truly-
much too quick.
I get it. I do get it. I almost feel like Mick Parkin would be better, even though he's ranked, and then someone like Ryan
Yeah.
Spann, just for like the added
Mhm.
experience. But it's like
Yeah,
one of those
yeah.
things with numbers and how the UFC is doing
Yeah.
things that like I do think the Ryan Spann is a really good one though.
No, yeah, because that's
Actually test that grappling ability, you know?
because that's the thing. It's like if he does anything too dumb with the fucking grappling, like he could easily get caught up in a sub by him. And then it's like with the patience on the feet, like you can't allow Ryan Spann just the freedom to fucking cook because he's a big physical dude that'll land bombs on you. You know, like Austin Lane able to drop you in the first round. If you're letting Ryan Spann like have the room to go, he's fucking landing that too. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's
Yeah, and I wonder if that's something that Mario struggles with is like a pressure, because it's like in this one where he had no adversities from Diniz, that it's like he had the pressure. He landed 3 or 4 takedowns, 87 strikes, and the fight was over before we even hit the 10-minute mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he was not being patient. He was willing of like, let me get right out there, let me do what I have to do, let me throw strikes, let me, you know what I mean? So I wonder if that's something that might also show to be an issue, where it's like if Ryan Spann comes out there and he's the one putting the pressure on him,
Yeah.
maybe that's where he gets too patient. He's like, oh, I have to counter, I have to be smart, I have to think about this more, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But that would be a fucking fun one, but that could definitely be scary. But
Yeah.
that's fun. That'd be good. But yeah, let's see what Mario's able to do in the heavyweight division. We definitely need some fucking talent, man.
Oh yeah.
Main card opener, super surprising, honestly. Ricardo Ramos, I thought was gonna go out there and run through Kaan Ofli. And he started out that way, trying to. And then he slowed down seemingly in like a minute and a half. Like he was definitely taking bigger breaths.
Both of them literally only landed one strike.
Yes.
1 of 4 for Ricardo Ramos and 1 of 1 for Kaan Ofli. He just went out there, blasted him to the floor like, let's grapple, and then was like, oh, I can't do this. And
then
Ricardo Ramos
Kaan
was
jumped back.
trying to, grab a heel hook, grab a knee bar, kept transitioning, and then Kaan Ofli won via cage grab, rear naked choke.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of forgot that that's how the sequence of that went.
Yeah.
With like the knee bars and all that, because there were certain points where it was like, bro, it's over. Like his leg looks crazy.
It was the one where it was like he was on it, and then like you kind of saw him like drop a little, and I was like, bro, that shit's snapping right here. Like, and then he was just fine, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I did forget about the cage grabs and stuff too. Yeah, that was definitely a very abundant in there for sure. Gets himself his first UFC win. You know what I mean? 1 and 2 now.
Veteran moves, as one might say.
I was gonna say he's 2 years the vet. He got the moves.
Yeah, but that I definitely wasn't expecting a 3-minute sub for Kaan Ofli in that one for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Good for him though. Let's go. That is the main card. Takes us on to the prelims, which was pretty goddamn incredible.
There was a lot
7
of
fights, 6 finishes. 3 of the performance bonuses went on the prelims. I don't think we mentioned it earlier, but Charles Oliveira got himself a performance bonus, of course, for that finish, which is just another record that he added on to, making that 21 performance bonuses, I believe. So over, I know people like saying like over $1 million in bonuses, but I'm pretty sure when he was originally collecting them, I don't think they were $50K at that point yet.
Yeah.
So, but I also don't know the exact timeline of when all that changed. So it could be though. But yeah,
damn near it.
Probably has banked himself $1 million or more close to it in bonuses. So absolutely.
I was about to say he's probably gotten $1 million in backroom bonuses that we don't hear about.
Yeah. But with all of these goddamn amazing finishes and performances on the prelims, which motherfuckers do you want to get to first? I don't know if either of you got one specifically off the top of your head.
I have a couple, and so that's where I'm like, damn, you know? I guess Bia Mesquita.
Yeah.
She made her UFC debut. Sucks that, 34 years old at bantamweight, where it's like only 6-0-2. Like she just kind of started in her MMA career.
Yep.
And she didn't fight somebody super impressive, but her performance was incredible.
Yep.
First round, absolute domination, easy 10-8 for her over Irina Alekseeva, the girl who goes by the Russian Ronda.
Yep.
Just smothering. Got the takedown, was blasting her with nasty elbows, big shots, just really good ground and pound. And then the second round, she went out there and took her down again and then just got the sub easily. Like it was just easy work and such a great performance to debut in, and she got herself a performance bonus.
Hell yeah.
I just find it really funny. I just went to go look at the stats. 0 for 5 on significant strikes for Bia in the second round. 5 out of 10 on total strikes.
Yeah, the striking did not look too great at all.
No.
That is for sure. The grappling is definitely fucking world class.
Yeah.
Sure. Like I think they were saying a 10-time jiu-jitsu champion at black belt level. Like just it is like you could easily see that. But yeah, it's like
for me the striking, it was like the ground and pound striking that she was doing really good with the elbows. Every time Irina would lift her head up and try to like dig it into Bia's body to like protect it, just pushing her down and smashing her. Like she was doing really well with the ground and pound.
Yes, yeah, the ground game on point. Definitely the biggest thing for me, it was just like once I saw she was 34, it was just like, okay, I don't have any
which
feelings,
sucks,
but yeah. It's 135 though. It's not a great division, so it's like if she's able to just get fights in there consistently, just get better. It's like she could easily make herself a real player at the top of the division by the time she's 35, 36 and be able to do.
The thing is she made her debut last June. And she's fought 6 times, and here she is.
So yeah.
So it's like she definitely has all intentions of being active. June, October, December of 24, March, June, October of 25.
Bro, that'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, just fucking 33 years old makes her debut, and if like by the time she's like 35, 36 able to be like 10-0 type shit, you like attempting a UFC championship, like that'd be awesome for her. So yeah, let's go. Hopefully she could do something, add some life to 135. I will always root for it. Ginger, what about you though? What you like on the prelims you want to bring up?
So I like the end of this fight. I loved the finish of this fight. The rest of it, not so much.
You stole my pick. I
can't believe you guys are even bringing this one up.
I wanted to bring it up to make you angry, and that's why he's actually just bringing it up. I'm just like, that's crazy.
I guess finish, and then I'm gonna talk shit.
Oh no, I was gonna bring it up also just to talk shit about it. That's the reason I'm bringing it up, was to talk shit. It's Vitor Petrino versus.
Talk shit to you, and I was gonna be like, you guys are not allowed to pick. I'm gonna keep talking about the fights now.
Because Vitor Petrino versus Thomas Petersen, great finish in the third round, 26 seconds in, lands uppercut, left hook, drops him, 2 ground strikes, it over. First round, boring. The second round, boring. These two clinched each other up for pretty much 10 minutes of this fight.
Yeah.
And
it was so infuriating because it was like in the first round, so much clinching. And like minutes of clinching, they finally back up. Vitor hits him like one goddamn time, and he drops Thomas just to go back to clinching for the rest of it. And then for the rest of round 2, and then like you said, round 3 just finally, and it's like I hate every second of this.
Yeah, it was not a good fight. I don't think Vitor's gonna
crazy though.
Vitor's not really gonna do anything in this division, so it's just. I don't know what you want to do with him at this point, but
if he could at least get better wrestling, then like that would change everything for him. Like if he could make a real ability and attempt to like get people down to the ground, he is very big. He's very physical. He's very aggressive when he goes for it. I would not be surprised if he's able to like actually get heavyweights down, do something good from top position to make like, like actually get some solid wins and do something. But that's asking someone to improve their wrestling is a very big ask, especially at the heavyweight level.
Oh yeah. So let's see Vitor versus Kennedy.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one.
2 former 205ers.
Yeah. Winner fights Jonathan Almeida. Let's go. But yeah, that was definitely a very good finish. Yeah, the way that Thomas bent back and as he fell down, that was absolutely nasty. But yeah. For me though, it's sad, but you got to bring it up. This
that
was
was the other one for me.
A wildly incredible performance from Julia Polastri against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Third round, 2 minutes 56 seconds in, lands a head kick, absolutely wobbled Karolina, got the follow-up barrage punches to get the stoppage, but she cooked her the entire fucking time. Like the only real moments Karolina had of like actual success was the third round before she got fucking clipped like that and just, like put on skates and finished.
I would say she had a little bit in the second round too, because it's like Julia, she has 5 losses professionally and all of them come by decision, and it's so easy to see why. She goes out there, she dumps it in the first round, and she still keeps up a decent pace in the second and third. It's kind of insane for how exhausted she clearly is. She's walking around, hands down, hands on her hips. She's taking steps back. She's just walking, like she's circling for a second, just taking deep breaths, but still landing 46 of 96 in the second round and 38 of 64 in the third. Obviously, the accuracy and the numbers down a little bit, but it's like to still put up that pace is crazy. But
her actually best accuracy was in the third round, 59%.
Oh shit, crazy. Yeah, I guess throw less, but still getting, anyway. But yeah, it's like clear cardio issues that when you're fighting people that you're not getting out of there and you're not really hurting and can maybe put up the same numbers as you, it's going to be such a hard battle for her and anyone with grappling, because I know that that's like a big issue for her is grappling. So it's like in round 2 with Karolina, it's like getting the takedown. She only had her for 30 seconds, so nothing crazy. But like I feel like she got like a couple of good strikes off on her in round 2 and then also in round 3. But it's like impressive of what she did, but also crazy that she gets so exhausted but can still do it. I don't know. Her striking selection is awesome. She's so fun to watch on the feet. I love it. But like so many trouble points to shoot at with her.
It like you said, just definitely has all the flaws and everything, but it's like only 27 years old too.
Yeah, she's young.
I would love it. Like the UFC should, like, I don't want her like to get fucked and just be someone that now it's like, oh, I have like a fucking, because what's she 3-3 right now? It's like end up like 3-5 or something.
Well, 2 of those were on Contender Series, I believe.
2 and 2.
So, she's 2 and 2. Okay,
2 and 2 in the UFC 1-1 Contender Series. Yeah, but it's like, it would just suck if she ended up like 3-5 get cut type thing or something. It's like like even if it's like you literally do like every other fight where it's like you give her a fight where against Karolina, look good, have a great performance, and then give her someone that could easily beat her and now like look good and move up or whatever, but keep her in the fucking UFC, because holy fuck, that was so much, like it was so sad like to watch as a fan of Karolina and watch her get beat up, but I want to watch her do that against anyone else that I don't care that much about, you know what I mean? And then that's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then I feel like the other honorable mention I was thinking of was Michael Aswell against Lucas Almeida. He made his UFC debut earlier this year, short notice, against Balaji Oki, and just put on a really fun performance with him on the feet. And he also lost, I think it was a split decision, in Contender Series, which was Are you on him? Oh, no, you're on Almeida. Sorry. No, you're good. I was kind of just looking at your page to double check that, but I could open it. Yeah, he lost a split decision non-Contender Series to Bogdan Grad, which arguably he could have won that. He outstruck the shit out of him. It was really just the takedowns, which overall Bogdan didn't even accumulate that much time on him in 1 minute and 30 seconds over the course of 15 minutes. So bad decision, but it's like, with that being said, he's lost 2 decisions within UFC Contender Series. And he just seems like he came out here like, no, I need a win. I need to make my mark, and I cannot leave it up to the judges, because he just blasted Lucas out of there.
God damn.
Knocked him down 2 times in a matter of 1 minute and 42 seconds. Like,
strike accuracy of 45%. Strikes landed per minute 9.56. Strikes absorbed per minute 7.79.
Beautiful.
I mean, you look at his numbers, it's like 118 for him to Balaji's 136, and in Contender Series 155 to 102. This is the one that probably brought it down at 30-9.
Well, that's the thing. He fucking landed like 30 though in like you said, 1 minute and 40. So it's like you extrapolate that's those nothing, are still fucking crazy numbers. Like,
you extrapolate that over 15 minutes, which is what they usually do. It's usually per 15.
Yeah.
So
yeah. 100% to the head too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, when you drop someone, you know, twice.
It's just funny.
Cooked him. But yeah, definitely a good win for him. Good for him to get his first UFC win. So yeah, very nice. Let's go. Very solid card from Rio overall. A lot of good fights, a lot of good finishes. Let's go. Tapology, absolutely terrible. Ginger won this week, so just no real mentions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same with the draft.
Yep, no real mentions there.
I won with Joel Alvarez.
Yep.
I lost as I knew I would with Montel Jackson.
Yep.
You guys were supposed to lose every fight starting yesterday.
Oh.
So now, I don't know if now the best I could do is tie for this year.
You could still have more fights get announced.
That's not happening.
Okay.
I don't think gonna have
2
that
months left.
Any fights.
I got the December pay-per-view.
I was gonna say there's December pay-per-view, but there's also November cards. There's the random cards that they'll have throughout the month, you know?
They're all gonna be Apex events and ain't no contenders getting put on them.
That's not true. You could easily have Steve Ercik on a contender series. I mean, a Apex card, Bogdan, Kai, Vinicius. You could easily get some people, okay?
He has 2 fights booked. You have 8.
Yeah.
I have 5.
Yeah.
There's a potential where, yes, he could get more booked. There's also potential I can get more booked, or you could get more booked.
The only one I'm getting booked is Piotr Jan and potentially Bilal Hassan's gonna fight. I feel it in my heart. He's gonna get another fight this year, and maybe a Tatsuda Taira fight in like December.
Yeah. You just went from 8 to 11 there.
I named 3 people.
Yeah, but that's 8 to 11 fights. That adds up to 11. He would need...
Numbers don't speak to me.
He would need to get 9 fighters booked for the next 2 months.
The December pay-per-view is just going to be all my fighters. You know what I mean? That's all on one side of the card.
That would be crazy.
That'd be insane.
Michael Morales gets booked for December pay-per-view.
Yep. I mean, because I will have Joshua Van, you know?
Yeah, Joshua Van.
So yeah.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. But yeah, so good stuff on the draft, I guess. Good stuff on Tapology. Super close. I mean, we had there was only me and Ginger had every fighter the same. Kate had 2 different. So the overall spread was a 40-point difference. Yeah, that's just one of those things. But let's go. That is everything from UFC Rio. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let us know how motherfucking excited you were when Charles Oliveira got that win. Maybe let us know if you cried, because I know I wanted to when I saw him start tearing up. Let's go! Peace out, everyone. We will catch you previewing UFC Vancouver next week. Yeah! Peace.